In the IT world, planning your career can feel like choosing between being a general family doctor or a specialized brain surgeon. You have these two big certifications: CCNA, the traditional starting point, and F5-CA, the deep dive specialty. How do you even begin to choose?
That's the million-dollar question. And it really boils down to breadth versus depth. The CCNA is like a driver's license for the internet. It proves you understand the fundamental rules of the road routing, switching, the basics of how data gets from A to B. It's incredibly broad and universally recognized.
Right, it's the gold standard for foundational knowledge. So, what does the F5-CA do?
Well, if the CCNA builds the highway, the F5-CA manages the high-speed toll plaza during rush hour. It's a specialized mid-level cert focused entirely on the F5 Big platform. This is the tech that ensures a massive banking app or e-commerce site doesn't crash when a million people try to log in at once. It's all about application delivery and load balancing.
Got it. So, we're looking at a classic generalist versus specialist scenario, but to really understand which one to pick, we need to look at how you actually go about getting them, because the paths have changed quite a bit recently.
They really have. The CCNA is still that one big, comprehensive exam. You study a wide range of topics from networking layers 2 and 3, security, even some automation, and then you sit for the test.
And F5, I hear they've completely overhauled their process.
They did, and it's a smart change. They've moved to a 5-part modular system. You start with basic setup in F5-CA1, then move through data and control planes, and you finish with high-level troubleshooting in F5-CA5. It's like a ladder.
Interesting. So, you layer the skills one by one instead of trying to absorb it all at once?
Exactly. I love this approach because it removes the cram and forget risk. By the time you get that final cert, you've essentially built and managed a virtual environment from the ground up. But here's the kicker. Even though F5 is modular, you'll really struggle with the second module, the one on traffic flow, if you don't already understand the IP addressing basics taught in the CCNA. They aren't just different tracks. They're built on the same DNA.
That makes sense. So, it's a cumulative process. This brings us to the ultimate career question. Do you pick one, or is the real power move to have both on your resume?
I think for most people, the power move is stacking them. The conversation has shifted from either or to. In what order?
So, what does that path look like in terms of jobs?
A CCNA is your ticket to generalist roles, like network administrator or IT support. It gets your foot in the door almost anywhere, but adding the F5-CA on top transforms your career trajectory. You're now a candidate for specialized roles like application delivery engineer or infrastructure engineer.
The kind of jobs you find in big enterprise or government settings.
Precisely. Think of it this way. A recruiter sees a CCNA and thinks reliable hire. They see a CCNA plus an F5-CA and think specialized expert who can handle our most critical, expensive systems. One gets you the interview, the other gives you leverage in the salary negotiation. You become the person who understands both the basic plumbing and the high-end, intelligent faucets connected to it.
It's about becoming a T-shaped professional broad knowledge with deep expertise in one critical area. Let's wrap this up with the high-speed takeaways for anyone planning their next move.
Absolutely. First, think of CCNA as the non-negotiable foundation. It covers the broad concepts of routing, switching, and automation that everyone needs. Second, the F5-CA is your specialization. It's a deep dive into the big platform for managing application traffic at scale. Third, remember that the new F5 path is a progressive 5-exam track that builds your skills layer by layer. And finally, the ultimate strategy is stacking. Combining both certifications is what really sets you apart for those high-level roles in today's hybrid cloud world.